the Lady of Stonehenge. Nixie had never been scared of the ghosts in her pub. Rather, she considered them somewhat inevitable, living in a very old town just a stone's throw from Stonehenge. The ancient stone circle was already thought to be an otherworldly place with significant paranormal potential. One stormy night, as the wind howled through the ancient stones, Nixie closed up the pub. The last patrons had left, and she was alone. She glanced out the window, catching a glimpse of a shadowy figure near the tallest monolith. The figure was unmistakably a woman, her ethereal form glowing faintly in the moonlight. Nixie stepped outside, her breath visible in the cold air. The woman ghost turned toward her, her eyes filled with sorrow. Her gown was tattered, and her long hair flowed like mist. Nixie could almost see through her, as if she were made of memories and longing. "Who are you?" Nixie asked, her voice trembling. The ghost woman's lips moved, but no sound emerged. Instead, her thoughts echoed directly into Nixie's mind. "I am Isolde," she whispered. "Once a druid priestess, now bound to these stones. Love brought me here, and love keeps me tethered." Nixie shivered. "What happened to you?" Isolde's story unfolded a tale of forbidden love during the time of ancient Britain. She had fallen in love with a warrior from a rival tribe. Their love was passionate, but their union was forbidden. When war erupted, Isolde's lover was slain, and she was blamed for his death. The druids cursed her, binding her spirit to Stonehenge. "Love survives," Isolde continued. "Even death cannot sever its bonds. I wander these stones, hoping to find my lost love once more. Tell them, Nixie. Tell them that love endures beyond life and death." Nixie nodded, tears in her eyes. She returned to the pub and wrote down Isolde's message. The townspeople listened, their hearts touched by the ghostly tale. They left offerings at Stonehenge, flowers, poems, and tokens of love for Isolde and her lost warrior. And so, the Lady of Stonehenge wandered on, her spectral form fading with each passing century. But her message remained. Love survives, even in the shadow of ancient stones. The fading rose. Nixie returned to Stonehenge, her heart heavy with Isolde's message. The ghostly woman had touched something deep within her, a longing for love that transcended time. She stepped through the ancient stones, the air thick with ancient magic. And there, nestled among the moss-covered rocks, lay a single rose. Its petals were the softest pink, dew-kissed and vibrant. Nixie gasped. She had never seen such a beautiful flower, especially not here, where the windswept plains held only hardy grasses and ancient stones. Isolde's presence lingered, and Nixie knew this rose was her doing. Perhaps it was a token from her lost warrior, a symbol of their eternal love. She reached out to pluck it, but as her fingers closed around the stem, the world shifted. The rose withered before her eyes. Its petals turned brittle, edges curling like parchment. The vibrant pink faded to a muted gray, as if the years had drained its life force. Nixie stumbled back, dropping the wilted flower. "Love endures," Isolde's voice echoed in her mind. "Even in decay, it remains." Nixie understood. The rose was a paradox, a fragile memory preserved in time. Isolde's love had kept it fresh, but the moment she touched it, reality asserted itself. The flower aged, mirroring Isolde's own existence. She left the faded rose where it lay, a silent tribute to love's resilience. And as she walked away, she felt Isolde's presence once more, whispering through the stones. "Tell them, Nixie, love survives, even when petals crumble and thorns remain." And so, Nixie shared the tale with the townspeople, adding the fading rose to the offerings at Stonehenge. Each year, they left a fresh pink rose alongside the withered one, honoring the Lady of Stonehenge and her timeless love.